Time to fat test Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit here at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. Before we get to the very unique setup for the test seat, let's take a look at the ride real quick. Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit is a steel roller coaster that opened in August of 2009 at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. One of its most unique offerings is that the rider will be able to choose the music they are listening to from a variety of music, so they have a unique experience depending on what they are choosing. You immediately go into this 167 vertical chain lift, and then into this non-inverting loop called the double take. So if you notice, what they do is they go up, but then they spiral around so you're not actually upside down at the top of the loop. This roller coaster was manufactured by Maurer AG, which is a German company, and this is the first one I have ever personally fat tested. There are a total of 6 close misses, as they're called, on this ride, and it lasts 1 minute and 39 seconds. The G-force is 4.18, and you have to be between 51 and 79 inches total. About a year after opening in September of 2010, it closed shortly for a month to refurbish the vehicles because it was considered a very rocky ride and actually had some problems with the fatigue endurable ability of the vehicles. But it did open shortly again in October 28th of 2010. Probably one of the most horrifying incidents was just last year in late November, where the ride got stuck in a near vertical position and had to be rescued by the fire department. Thankfully, no one was hurt in the incident. And thankfully, I was not on the ride because I surely would have been blamed and would have been horrified. Riders do have to pass through a metal detector and put all of their items, including their phones, into a locker. Now let's see if it will pass the fat test. They do have a sign out, but it is hidden away over here. So there are bushes here. This is where the test seat is going to be for this. So don't miss the test seat. Thankfully, they do have the sign, which is really conspicuous, but the test seat is not. So this one is around, they're both modified bigger seats.
Yes, sir.
This one is, what'd you say this one?
It sits a little higher, so it's going to be more in like your stomach area.
Okay.
And this one's going to be where like it's a little more steeper in, it's like in the middle. So it's going to be more about your lower stomach, like your thigh area.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Oh. All right. So we can see that. That's not going to work there. So there is a little light on here that has to turn on as well. Let's try the other one. This is similar to the Serengeti Flyer at Busch Gardens. This one comes a little bit further, but still we got a ways to go. Unfortunately, Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit is going to fail the fat test. Thanks to the team member for helping me do that. Now, that one was so far off that I'm not going to get in line for the ride just because that one is, it messes. I don't want to hold up the line. I don't want to hold people up with something that's just so far off. If it's close at all or there's any chance, I would recommend go ahead and trying it in the line, but that one was not for me.